Direct Truth Podcast. An unfathomable secret about the mind. You will now become privy to an unfathomable secret about your mind. Like all truths, their power lies in their settling into the bone marrow. Their power lies in their reaching the bloodstream. It is for this reason that continual exposure is the only path to transformation. For something that settles only upon the ears or upon the lips does not become a part of one's understanding. It remains intellectual. It remains at arm's length. Such things do not transform. What is the unfathomable secret about your mind? It is a secret that upon hearing it will lead to many questions, and all the questions will have the same answer. Your mind, upon hearing it, will attempt to decipher and analyze and compartmentalize and create exclusion clauses and exceptions. You are being forewarned. This is what will happen. What is the secret? The secret is that everything that your mind says to you is untrue. Your mind will naturally ask, everything? The answer is yes, everything. Your mind will attempt to analyze and to decipher between untrue things and true things. After all, you will think, well, some things that the mind says to me are true. How is it that I can go about deciphering what is untrue from what is true? This is how the mind will capture you once again. Everything that your mind says to you is untrue. It is all a lie. The mind has no concept of truth. It lives only to imprison you, to keep you under its control. It does so by constantly speaking to you. And when it speaks to you, it is clever. It speaks to you not in gibberish. It speaks to you in intelligible terms. It uses you as a central character. It speaks to you logically, rationally. Therefore, when you think about what it says, it sounds incredibly logical. This is how it takes you down various sinews and side roads, keeping you forever enraptured to its words. And with you as the main character, how could you not be interested? For the next 15 minutes, for the next 30 minutes, for the next 45 minutes, you may take your pick. Your mind will say many things to you. They are all untrue. Naturally, you will have many questions. The question will arise, if everything that is being said to me in my mind is untrue, what should I do? All of your questions will be jumping ahead. All of your questions will be created by the mind to take you further into the illusion of the mind. All of these questions will serve only to reinforce that which has been told to you. That everything that your mind says to you is a lie, a sleight of hand, a magician's trick, a clever and wholly plausible illusion. The person who hears this and asks, what shall I then do if all that I'm being told in my mind is a lie? This question is premature. He has not even imbibed the secret. He's only heard it. It has not even reached his skin, much less his bones or his blood. He speaks too quick. This is the problem with human beings. They speak too quick. They respond too quick. They have heard nothing, yet they already have another question. What should I do? Where shall I go? How shall I do it? Human beings examine nothing. They consider nothing. They dissect nothing. They simply babble endlessly in order to achieve some ghost of a result which takes them only to the original question. This is why they never really are separate from their problems. Their entire life is one entire gigantic problem. Their mouth is so quick to speak that the heart does not even have a chance to beat. The wise man will understand that all the questions that he has after being exposed to a rare and delicate truth will be false questions. Real questions will not arise until the truth has been imbibed, until it has reached his bloodstream. For then, most of these questions will have gone away. They will have answered themselves. The few stubborn ones that remain, those may be worth asking, but that is light years away. Even if all of one's inane questions were immediately answered, it would do him no good, for they will only generate more questions. His questions do not arise because there is something he needs to know. His questions arise because he seeks immediate relief from the confusion, and answers will not relieve the confusion. It is only a settling in of the truth inside of his bones and his blood that will relieve the confusion. All that your mind says to you is a lie. It is all untrue, no matter how logical it sounds, no matter how reasonable it sounds, no matter how rational it sounds. It will cause you to go down the path of reasoning. It will cause you to reason with yourself, reason against your own mind. You will be a schizophrenic as you have always been. A man is a constant schizophrenic. He has been for his entire life. He hears things, he sees things, all of which are not there. They are concocted and created and manufactured within the framework and the hollow chamber of his mind. The question has nothing to do with what shall you do with this, because you have not yet heard the this. The questions that you have are reflexive. They have no significance. What is the truth? All that your mind says to you is a lie, no matter how logical it sounds, no matter how reasonable it sounds. For the next 20 minutes, all that your mind speaks to you will be a lie. It will speak to you about how you feel about such and such. It will speak to you about what someone said to you. It will speak to you about how you should be more this and less that. It will speak to you about what you really desire. It will speak to you about why you failed last week. It will speak to you about what you should like and not like. It will speak to you about how you should be more healthy. It will speak to you endlessly. What you fail to realize is that you are a prisoner of war. You have been taken captive, and you believe that you are free. In your cell you are spoken to. You are reasoned with. All the while, you are being programmed to follow and remain under the control of your mind. If one seeks to imbibe the truth, let him make no mistake and understand that everything, without exception, every letter, every syllable that his mind speaks to him is a lie. It is untrue. It is spoken to him only to keep him a prisoner. It would not be wise to memorize these words or to take them on faith. One may wish to explore this for himself, but exploring is dangerous in this particular domain. For when he explores, he will explore with the intellectual mind, and the mind will then certainly take advantage of this opportunity to tell him that some thoughts, while they might be a lie, others are not, and in this way he will enslave him, for the man will have no ability to distinguish between what is a lie and what is not, and he will spend the rest of his life attempting to distinguish. And this is the way that the mind will have controlled him and caught him yet again. This is the unfathomable secret of your mind. This is Kapil Gupta. Namaste.